Ambani is much more worse than him. I'm so sorry to say that. I have worked with his brother in the Reliance Group, but I do know that, of course, they get things cheap, they get things easy, and they get away with murder. Sorry about that.
Shailesh Bhatia calling tonight, very angry about Anil Ambani. Nobody should get away with anything, Shailesh. Shailesh, let me also point out one thing to you if you're watching this program tonight. Remember, as of this evening, I'm saying tonight, this is a Monday, 3rd November, everybody has the story. Everybody. I'm not taking names. Shame on those networks which are blacking out this story. Shame on them, ladies and gentlemen. Let's join in a chorus and shame on the networks, the corporate media, blacking out the Anil Ambani story. My second and last caller on this subject is Shiv Prakash Agarwal calling from Akola. Mr. Agarwal.
Yes. Arnab ji.
जी.
अर्नब जी नमस्कार.
नमस्कार, कैसे हैं सर?
सब ठीक है. अर्नब जी, डेली में आपका देखता हूँ, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आपने इशू लाया है. मेरा छोटा कंपनी है और मैं देखता हूं कि मेरे छोटे कंपनी के लिए लोन देने के लिए बैंक वाले मिनिमम 80% 90% तो कोलैटरल लेते हैं, प्लस पर्सनल गारंटी लेते हैं और उसके बगैर लोन देते नहीं है. यहाँ इतने करोड़ अरबों रुपए का लोन जो दिया जाता है तो बगैर नेक्सस के दिए नहीं जा सकता. अनिल अंबानी के जैसे कई लोग हैं ऐसे वो कर सकते हैं इजीली, क्योंकि वहाँ नेक्सस बिटवीन ऑल द पूरा चेन है, ये पूरा बैंकिंग का सब चेन है ये पूरा.
सिस्टम के बारे में मैं बोल रहा था.
नहीं तो ये तो कई अनिल अंबानी पैदा होंगे यहाँ पर.
वही बात है ना, आप जैसे लोग इसमें पिसते रहते हैं, हम जैसे लोग इसमें पिसते रहते हैं. हम 10 रुपए का लोन ले, 8 रुपए का कोलैटरल लेंगे, है ना, 20% की इंटरेस्ट लेंगे और एक अगर इंस्टॉलमेंट आपकी मिस हो जाए तो 50 लोग भेजेंगे. मगर अनिल अंबानी के लिए पूरी छूट है. इसलिए मैं चाहता हूं कि मोदी सरकार इसमें कोई नरमी ना दिखाए. They should show the clarity that is expected of them. I thank you very much, Mr. Agarwal from Akola. I thank PK. I thank Santosh Mehrotra. I thank Kishore Subramaniam. And ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 more days left. And then on the 6th of November, the first phase of polling commences in Bihar. The BJP has launched a coordinated attack on the Congress and the RJD combined. Yogi Adityanath directly attacks the trio of Indi. And he calls them Papu, Tapu and Apu. Let's debate.
पहले मतदान
2 days remain ahead of the phase 1 of polling in Bihar on November 6th.
आरजेडी ने कांग्रेस को कट्टा दिखाकर मुख्यमंत्री का उम्मीदवार भी घोषित करवा लिया और अब कांग्रेस को उसकी हैसियत भी दिखाई जा रही है.
And in the crosshairs of the BJP has been the discord between the RJD and the Congress party.
आपने एक और चीज भी नोटिस की होगी, इन लोगों के पोस्टरों में कांग्रेस लगभग गायब है.
Uttar Pradesh's Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath too upped the ante in this attack with a 3-monkey jibe at the Mahagathbandhan, which is now going viral, roping in Rahul, Tejaswi and Akhilesh Yadav.
आज इंडी गठबंधन के 3 और बंदर आ गए. ये 3 बंदर पप्पू, टप्पू और अप्पू के नाम पर. पप्पू सच बोल नहीं सकता, अच्छा बोल नहीं सकता, टप्पू अच्छा देख नहीं सकता और अप्पू सच सुन नहीं सकता.
After the jibe, reportedly Indi is left fuming, with Akhilesh being the first to respond.
लेकिन सुनने में आ रहा है कि गप्पू की चंपू नहीं करना चाहिए. निपटाने की बात कर रहे थे. बीजेपी गप्पुओं का मामला है. बीजेपी में बड़े बड़े गप्पू हैं और उनके चप्पू हैं हमारे.
Meanwhile, it's not just the BJP that has been attacking Mahagathbandhan. OAC too is on the offensive.
तेजस्वी ने कहा कि ओवैसी, क्या कहा उसने, ओवैसी एक्सट्रीमिस्ट है। हम तेजस्वी को बोलेंगे बाबू एक्सट्रीमिस्ट को तुम जरा अंग्रेजी में लिख के बता दो।
With the political war of words escalating, temperatures are running high in Bihar as phase 1 approaches.
फिर एक बार, फिर एक बार।
Dhananjay Giri of the BJP, Ratan Sharda of the RSS, Pooja Mishra of the Samajwadi Party and Jayant Jigyasu of the RJD. ये क्या है पूजा मिश्रा जी? पप्पू, अपू, टप्पू, गप्पू, चप्पू. What kind of election is this? आप बोलते गप्पू, चप्पू, वो कहते पप्पू, अपू, टप्पू. What kind of a joke is this? Is this the way to campaign?
Good evening.
Pooja Mishra ji, is this the way to campaign?
Will you allow me to speak?
Yes.
Your question has been completed. So good evening to you and good evening to fellow panelists too. And when you talk about Appu, Dappu, whatever you are saying, it was started by whom? It was started by the chief minister.
But you are
of
also
Uttar Pradesh,
saying Gappu,
who is
Chappu.
Dongi Yogi Adityanath.
But you said Gappu, Chappu. Why did you respond to it?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I'm saying Akhilesh responded to it by saying Gappu, Chappu. So
Yes,
why is he saying Gappu,
the
Chappu?
way which you will say, we'll answer that way only. We're not going to spare you. Just because you are not talking about the development and you're busy abusing the opposition, it's not like that we'll hear your statement. We'll definitely reply. If you mock us, we'll do the mockery in the same way, but the way you do. If you don't have problem what our Yogi Adityanath said, then
but
you shouldn't
Yogi
be having problem
Adityanath
with
did not
what
take the
Akhilesh
name of
has
any
said.
leader. So why did you have to respond? Ratnakar Tripathi, Yogi Adityanath did not take the name of Rahul when he spoke about Pappu. He did not take the name of Tejasvi when he spoke about Tappu. Everyone on. He did not take the name of Akhilesh when he spoke about Appu. You assumed that Pappu was a response or a Pappu was a description of Rahul. My question to you is, why did you think that Yogi is referring to Rahul when he spoke about Pappu?
Why does Yogi Adityanath think that we are talking about him?
But he has not responded to you, so he doesn't think.
Nobody is responding to him.
But you responded to Pappu.
He doesn't have that caliber that we should respond to him. First of all, please don't interrupt. Please don't interrupt. We are not talking about Yogi Adityanath. We are just talking about the person who is a proper and perfect replacement of Anand Singh, with the same gesturing, with the same clownship, and with the same criminality. He's a purpose. You should assume whom we are talking about. We are not taking any name. And why should we take the name of Yogi Adityanath? He is not a saint. He is not a yogi. He doesn't behave like a yogi. He is not a sant. Sant is who? Who believes in equality. Samat. Everyone is equal. So we don't care about him. We know they will talk about because they haven't, they are not literate. They are not educated. Having a degree of BA or something is...
Where is Tejasvi educated from? Why don't you ask Mr. Jigyasu of the RJD? The levels of education that Tejasvi has?
One thing.
No, since you spoke about education...
Dr. Goswami, let me finish.
No. Your chief ministerial candidate is educated to class 7 or class 8?
I told you...
Your chief ministerial candidate's education qualifications, please.
Anybody who doesn't have a degree, he doesn't have the understanding, it is not like that.
No. What is Tejasvi's education qualification?
A person who is having a PhD degree can be a person like him.
Now you are avoiding it.
It doesn't matter. He is habitual of using this language and insulting Mahatma Gandhi.
How is he insulted Mahatma Gandhi?
Mahatma Gandhi.
How is he insulted Mahatma Gandhi?
Kappu, he said, I am not taking a name because you know him very well. You are well acquainted to him, so you took 3 names. I don't claim that these are the 3 names.
Anyway, the whole debate is hashtag Pappu, Appu, Tappu. Appu, Tappu, Appu.
Appu, Tappu and whatever he said. So
okay.
he is...
Who was he referring to? Who was he referring to? Who was he referring? Okay, देखिए धनंजय गिरी, if Yogi Adityanath has to take someone's name, why doesn't he call them directly? Who was एक मिनट, धनंजय गिरी, who was Yogi Adityanath referring to when he spoke about Papu? Who was he referring to when he spoke about Tapu? And who was he referring to when he spoke about Apu?
See, Yogi Adityanath, the visionary leader of UP, he is taking development of UP like anything. That everybody knows how the UP is growing, how the law and order of UP become good. So, in politics, the words and deeds should be similar. There are people who is talking about the social justice and doing for the family, whatever talking, who is demeaning Hindu dharma. See, if he is saying that he dongi and all this, so that is the inside there. Hatred towards Hinduism in the inside them, so that is coming out. So it is very obvious, very normal. See, if you in crowd, if you start calling thief, so whosoever is thief, he'll become a stand, or he start looking towards backside.
No,
who
so
is calling, who is chasing who?
Mr. Tripathi, Mr. Tripathi, I have a point to make to you. Anybody who says that the Indian economy is dead is a papu. True or false? Anybody who says India is not a nation is a papu. True or false? Anybody who says GST is not a tax reform, 1 minute, GST is not a tax reform is a papu. True or false?
Oh, so Modi ji is Pappu.
No, just one minute. If Rahul Gandhi condemns J&K's reorganization, anybody who opposes Article 370 is a Pappu. True or false? Anybody who in the middle of the Bihar elections, Jayan Jigyasu. In the middle of the 1 minute, I'm getting Jayant and Ratan Sharda. Anybody who in the middle of the Bihar elections goes to Latin America to understand the various types of Colombian coffee is a papu. True or false?
The person who is a liar to the core can't be trustworthy. And a government which is not by the people and of the people can be for the people. And Narendra Modi is a classic example who delivers nothing and promises everything. And he is the first prime minister in the history of our parliamentary democracy whose remarks had to be expunged by the chairperson in the upper house because it was so bad and so ungraceful in its nature. So we can't expect something better from Mr. Modi. He will do whatever he has been doing since his inception in politics, and one's expression is the index of one's thinking.
I'm amused here is a person from a party whose videos have gone viral, abusing Modi ji, abusing
the
BJP
very cultural, social and political
They're not
upbringing.
political. They are direct abuse. They are threats.
So that is the reality about Mr. Modi,
BJP.
and it's a waste of time to discuss his speeches because he is not going to mend his ways.
You call this your election campaign?
Is total blot on our Indian democracy.
No. And you are a party which is led by a person who is not accused, who is convicted of a crime and who is moving out on bail using the excuse of being sick but enjoying life outside, going everywhere.
Who is
except hospital, except jail.
For following
so please don't try to teach us
the women in his state.
1 minute, Jayant is responding to you. Jayant, Ratan Sharda is coming in responding to you. Right now, please. Jayant, hold back. Ratan Sharda coming to you. Let Ratan Sharda finish, then we are going to have a sharp debate, all right?
The famous story of cars being kidnapped for marriage. All these stories are known to people when Firoti was a business and people did not used to come after the sunset. That was the jungle Raj you want to bring back. What is your record of services? Why do you want to abuse people day and night? Why do you insist on calling Yogi by his pre-sannyas name, which is prohibited by the Hindu religion? So you have an entire history of insulting people. You have no record of public service. You have no record of a decent campaign. You are on. What are you trying to get back to your election people? Tell me one thing that is going to take you ask for votes. Only promises of 2.5 crore
in the RJD office, the BJP office or the JDU office.
So
what the data show?
People are foolish enough to believe in that kind of tribe.
And this is what is selling people. And all your campaign has been nothing but abuse. What is so surprising? That is the reason somebody has come down, expose you totally, expose the leader totally. A person is not even ninth pass, probably ninth pass, who talks of extremism and this.
We don't need any certificate from the person who is masters in entire political science, whose degree is
using Yogi, Modi and Amit Shah. You are telling us the ethics of election.
Ratan Sharda.
issued by the
I'm not
University of Delhi.
at all.
My question, Jayan Jigyasu. Jayan Jigyasu, a question to you, please. Mr. Sharda, 1 minute. Jayan Jigyasu. Is it true that Tejasvi Yadav is so complexed about Yogi Adityanath and so afraid of Himanta Biswa Sarma that he called Himanta Biswa Sarma a Chinese version of Yogi? Did he say that or not? Just answer the question, Jayad. Don't go left or right now anymore tonight. Did he?
Why are you shouting like this?
No, did he or did he not? Did he or did he not?
No.
Did he or did he not?
No.
Did he?
Your sound
Yes or no?
is so good.
Yes or no?
You need not shout.
Yes or
like
no?
an abnormal
No, 1 minute. Yes or no?
Tejasvi
Totally
Yadav
cornered,
is a
yes or
brave
no?
leader. Tejasvi Yadav works conscientiously.
Did he
Tejasvi
call
Yadav
Yogi,
works-
did he call Himanta a Chinese version of Yogi? Yes or no?
Who is Yogi?
Is that an educated man talking?
You call Ajay Singh Bist as Yogi? There has been a rich tradition of saints and peers in this country.
Have you
Do
been to
think
the
he is a
Gorakhnath
Yogi?
Mandir?
No.
Have you been to Gorakhnath? Have you been to Gorakhnath? What do you know? You don't know anything about Hindu tradition. You are patently anti-Hindu. You're an anti-Hindu person. Are you a practicing Hindu? Are you a practicing Hindu? If you're a practicing Hindu, how do you not know about Gorakhnath? If you're a practicing Hindu, how do you not know about Gorakhnath, Jayant?
Communal hatred.
Now, Dhananjay Giri, the debate goes. Why is it? Why is it? I'm asking tonight. You see, last time, what did Yogi say? Katenge to batenge, ek rahenge to safe rahenge. This time, in Bihar, he's saying Pappu Tappu Appu.
He should be behind the bars. Just for one statement.
For what?
Is he competent enough to hold?
Why has Yogi Adityanath turning the election?
आपका दिमाग ठीक चल रहा है आपका? किस बात के behind the bar? क्योंकि उसने सारे गुंडों को मारा, क्योंकि उसने हर तरह के राइट्स रोक दिए, क्योंकि उसने यूपी को 13 नंबर से 2 नंबर पर लेके आए, इसीलिए उसको आप जेल में डालेंगे? किस बात पे जेल में डालेंगे? सोच के बात करिए, इसीलिए आपको लट्टू टट्टू पप्पू बोला है, जो भी बोला है, क्योंकि आपको समझ ही नहीं है कि जो आदमी ने सबसे पिछड़े स्टेट को टॉप पर लाया, उसको आप जेल में डालने की बात करते हो, जिसने राइट्स रोक दी जेल में डालने की बात करते हो, जिसने आपके सारे क्रिमिनल पॉलिटिशियंस की हवा खराब कर दी हो, या तो भाग गए या जेल में चले गए, उनकी आप बात करते हो।
तमाशा बना दिया इस देश का।
आपको समझ ही कुछ नहीं है।
तमाशा बना के रख दिया है। अरे आपके
इसका तमाशा है ही, आप है ही तमाशा, आपकी पार्टी है ही तमाशा। जेल में गया हो आपका ताऊ, उसको बिठाते हो कारों के अंदर और बताते हो बीमार है, ये तमाशा नहीं हुआ। आप ऐसे आदमी को टिकट देते हो जिसके बाप ने 3 लोगों को एक्सीडेंट जला दिया, ये तमाशा नहीं हुआ। तमाशा इसको कहते हैं, तमाशा इसको नहीं कहते कि आपका झूठ पकड़ा।
The question is, when I asked tonight a simple question, viewers, please note, आप notice कीजिए धनंजय गिरी, please note that the Congress party supports Tejasvi calling Himanto a Chinese Yogi. ये support करते हैं. Please note, they are making a racist comment. The racist comment comes from the India Alliance. People in Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Assam all note that Tejasvi called Himanto a Chinese Yogi, called Himanto a Chinese Yogi. That comment was made and it is being supported by Ratnakar Tripathi. Unforgivable tonight. Unforgivable that he supports it. This racist comment of Tejasvi is supported by the Congress party. This level of racism, this level of abuse is being supported by Ratnakar Tripathi out of his Yogi fear and his Modi hate. Totally on the back foot now, viewers. Are you noticing? Not a word anymore. Did you notice, Dhananjay Giri? Suddenly the Congress party is quiet. Because it supports Tejasvi calling Himanto a Chinese yogi.
Is quiet because you have.
Because no, don't talk about me. You want to debate me? You'll have to come on another show to debate me. Stop your obsession about me, Tripathi. Stop your obsession about me. Answer the question. Why did you call Himanto a Chinese yogi? Why did you call Himanto a Chinese yogi? Only a Appu can talk like that. Dhananjay Giri, is it not sad that there is a leader who after all the walk she's done is still being associated with the word Pappu? Dhananjay Giri, somewhere इनको खटकती है ये पप्पू वाला नाम. इनको खटकती है. Dhananjay Giri ji, ये overreaction is all because they don't want Rahul to be called Pappu after all these years. बहुत कोशिश की इन्होंने पप्पू टैग को छोड़ने के लिए.
Arnab ji, the hatred in the heart of these people towards Hinduism is not hidden anymore. See, everybody knows. They has done 3 days seminar against Hindu dharma. See, earlier there was Chhat Puja used to happen in Lalu Yadav family, and everybody used to see. It's Diwali, Holi, every festival used to happen in Lalu family. Now the Lalu is making Halloween. And the sajda of this, whatever the other religion caste, there is going Muharram Tajia. The Ramadi Devi is putting her head in the front of Tajia, Muharram Tajia. And he is saying that the waste, this Kumbh Mela is the waste, Kumbh is waste. So how much hatred in their heart, because they know that the Hindu is so flexible, so they can give any time vote. But they are trying a vote bank. For the vote bank, they can fall down up to any level. They can fall down up to any level. And that's why they are doing this much of their hatred, and they're trying to insult
Puja Mishra
and the scripture of Hindu dharma. So that is the practicing. They are having the practice of doing like that. And see, we have started debate. Arnab ji, we started.
Puja Mishra, louder, Puja.
When you talk about the Jangal Raj, you're forgetting on the 15th of the July in the Bihar. Report says that within 11 days, 50 people were murdered. And right now, during the election also, a person got murdered, Dular Singh Yadav, on the broad daylight. That happens in Uttar Pradesh also. And you guys are indulged into dirty politics that you can go beyond the earth to do dark politics. And I have a problem with you, Arnab Goswami, when you say that backing a state racist statement over the Himanta
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I need to close
at the same time, where Himanta Biswa Sarma said that this mullah Musalman don't buy anything from them. These are namak haram. That was also a racist comment targeting a community. You didn't caution at that time Himanta Biswa Sarma, and you know very well how Himanta Biswa Sarma is presently the Chief Minister of Uttar, so Chief Minister of Assam. And when we talk about the Bihar, in 2020 also, the Bihar people gave vote to the RJD. They won 75 seats, more than any party over there. But still they are in opposition. And for 10 years, it has been the Nitish Kumar Chief Minister.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before I come out into a break on this very debate, I wish to remind you once again that viewers, please remember, the big story besides the Bihar elections is the Anil Ambani scam. There's a major financial scam that Anil Ambani has allegedly carried out. And as far as Anil Ambani's company is concerned, they are trying to distance themselves.
10,832 cases were lost. This shows what is the status of law and order in Bihar. 550% की बढ़ोतरी हो गई है अपहरण के मामले में.
Was the JDU candidate arrested? Was the JDU candidate arrested? Has the RJD ever arrested anyone of its own? Has the RJD ever arrested Shahabuddin? No, why do you want to avoid the subject? Okay, viewers, thank you very much. And on the debate tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the big story of the day is Anil Ambani's scam. What a fall from grace. What a terrible situation for Anil Ambani. Fleecing money, taking money, public money, taking it to all his other companies, and he's going to be in big trouble. We don't know. There's a big speculation on whether he should be arrested. I believe Anil Ambani must be arrested. When I'm back, why Donald Trump owns the Pakistani nukes. In a few minutes.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
भारत की अपनी दुकान, इंडिया सोना, अपने देश का सामान, इंडिया सोना, इंडिया सोना,
इंडिया सोना।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, राजा मसाला।
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है।
Trump gives away Pak's nuclear test secret. What does US know about Pakistan's underground tests? Is Pakistan hosting nukes of other countries? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
भारत की अपनी दुकान, इंडिया सोना, अपने देश का सामान, इंडिया सोना, इंडिया सोना,
इंडिया सोना।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो तुम्हारा।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Donald Trump has ended up revealing unknown secrets about Pakistan's nuclear program, almost suggesting that he has some inside track on it, almost suggesting that he owns the nuclear program. In his latest interview, he has dropped a truth bomb on Pakistan's nuclear weapons. He said, Russia's testing nuclear weapons, China's testing, but they don't talk about it. Pakistan has been testing. And then he says that he knows that Pakistan has been actively testing nuclear bombs. How does he know that? Unless he has the remote control. Trump goes then into great detail about these Pakistani tests, and he says, I know everything about how they are testing. They are testing, the Pakistanis are testing way underground, where people don't know exactly what's happening. You feel a little bit of a vibration, but you won't know. Then how do you know Donald Trump? Because Asif Munir calls him up and says, Mr. President, we've tested one more time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a serious escalation. The last time Pakistan tested a nuclear bomb was in May 20th to 30th, 1998. It was done precisely 15 days as a counter-reaction to India conducting its test in Pokhran ahead of the CTBT imposition. This means that Operation Sindoor could have been a serious escalation if Pakistan had tested its nuclear weapons. What Trump has done, therefore, is that he has given a new perspective into what exactly could have happened between 7th May and 10th of May that changed the face of the subcontinent. Remember the Kirana Hills satellite imagery. Satellite imagery from June 2025, there it is, reveals a crater 150 meters from a sentry post at Kirana Hills, Sargodha, Punjab province of Pakistan. Speculated as a hit during the Operation Sindoor strikes on nearby Pakistan Air Force bases like Sargodha and Noor Khan on the 10th of May. There was, you remember, massive speculation, huge speculation that India had hit the nuclear assets of Pakistan. Now let's revisit what the Prime Minister said later in Parliament. He said Vance, J.D. Vance, had been desperately calling him on 9th May, one night before the final strike on Pakistani air bases and the subsequent ceasefire, which probably is indicative that the Americans knew that we are going to hit their nuclear assets, which they have put in Pakistan. Just hear what the Prime Minister said in Parliament. Then I'm going to come back.
अमेरिका के उपराष्ट्रपति जी ने मुझे फोन पे बताया कि पाकिस्तान बहुत बड़ा हमला करने वाला है। मेरा जवाब था, अगर पाकिस्तान का ये इरादा है तो उसे बहुत महंगा पड़ेगा। हम गोली का जवाब गोले से देंगे।
Now, the question is, did India avert a nuclear test of Pakistan by striking Sargodha and Kirana Hills? You see, viewers, Chagai Hills are located in the Chagai district of Baluchistan, where Pakistan conducts its nuclear tests. Kirana Hills are located in the Sargodha district of Punjab province in eastern Pakistan, where the nuclear weapons are stored in an underground facility. The only way to transport an assembly of nuclear tests would be from the Kirana Hills storage facility in Chagai Hills via the Sargodha air base. A strike by India on Kirana Hills and the neutralization of the Sargodha air base could have effectively stopped a potential nuclear test on its tracks. Is that what the Modi government did? Is that what the Modi government did? Did we know or get to know what they were doing and hit them straight where it matters and straight where it hurts? Is that the reason why Pakistan's Nuclear Command Authority meeting was suddenly an emergency called by Shehbaz Sharif on the 9th and 10th of May, intervening period 2025? Was the National Command Authority of Pakistan going to greenlight a nuclear test? Was this why it later cancelled the meeting, or did it not make public whether the meeting was done at all or not? Did India, realizing they're going to try something like that, hit them where it hurts, hit them where it matters? Now listen to what Air Marshal Bharti had said when he was asked about Kirana Hills on 12th of May.
Is there a confirmation that we actually hit Kirana Hills, or we were careful of not to do any such thing? Thank you.
Thank you for telling us that Kirana Hill houses some nuclear installation. We did not know about it. Okay. And we've not hit Kirana Hills, whatever is there.
Now, is that also the reason why Munir at every juncture is threatening a nuclear war, and Trump keeps claiming he averted a nuclear war? Because Pakistan wanted to test, either with or without, possibly without American intervention or approval, was found to be conducting one, which is when we hit them back really hard. Listen to Munir now.
I advise and firmly caution the Indian military leadership that there is no space for war in a nuclearized environment. The onus of ensuing escalation, one that may ultimately bear catastrophic consequences for the entire region and beyond, will squarely lie with India.
You see, the screeching by Asif Munir does not even faintly manage to hide the possibility that India knew about their nuclear angle, and India hit the Pakistani straight where it hurts and straight where it matters, where they keep their nuclear assets and the airbase from which they can fly out their nuclear assets. This also shows the depth of our intelligence, the levels of our covert information. Ladies and gentlemen, let's never underestimate our country's strategic depth if we choose to apply it. Is this the reason why at the Forces First Conclave, which Republic had the pleasure of hosting recently, where a number of top generals, including the Indian Army Chief, were present and speaking, Lieutenant General Rajiv Ghai, Deputy Chief of Army Staff and DGMO, said this.
Now, the very fact that he and the academy in Pakistan repeatedly speak about this aspect suggests to me that we've for once been able to call the bluff, and therefore there is definitely concern on the other side as far as this matter is concerned.
Ladies and gentlemen, this brings me to the moot point. Pakistan is not even a country. It's an organization that does dirty work for foreigners. By their own admission, they're a country that is only capable of doing the dirty work for other countries. We all know Pakistan does not control its own nukes. The Afghans have said recently that America has an arrangement by which they control the drones in Pakistan. In fact, America controls the entire political military establishment. Imran Khan had said in June 2021 that he will not allow the CIA or US Special Forces to base themselves inside Pakistan ever again. He said that in June 2021. By April 2022, he was gone. That's the control America has on Pakistan. And that is the reason why Khwaja Asif shamelessly says that we are just a country that does the dirty work for the United States. We have been doing America's dirty work for 3 decades. Pakistanis, if you're listening to this, that's how your country's defense minister describes you. A country that does the dirty work for others. A country whose nukes are remote controlled by Donald Trump himself. Let's debate.
कोई भी न्यूक्लियर ब्लैकमेल भारत नहीं सहेगा। न्यूक्लियर ब्लैकमेल की आड़ में पनप रहे आतंकी ठिकानों पर भारत सटीक और निर्णायक प्रहार करेगा।
One of the biggest successes of Operation Sindoor has been India calling out Pakistan's nuclear bluff. This strike on Kirana Hills near the Sargodha base ended it once and for all. Watch this full video.
किराना पहाड़ी ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੁਗੇ ਅਟੈਕ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਮਜ਼ਾਰ ਅਟੈਕ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਹ ਦੂਜਾ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਅਟੈਕ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਮੁਸਲਸਲ ਅਟੈਕ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਕਿਰਾਨਾ ਪਹਾੜੀ ਤੋਂ किराना पहाड़ी के सामने एक चौकी सी आर्मी छोटी ਉੱਥੇ ਅਟੈਕ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਹ ਮਜ਼ਾਰ ਅਟੈਕ
This was the turning point of the war. And this strike on Kirana Hills sent Washington into a state of panic.
So the social media, the Twitter is abuzz with the fact that we hit a site called Kirana Hills. Is there a confirmation that we actually hit Kirana Hills, or we were careful of not to do any such thing? Thank you.
Thank you for telling us that Kirana Hill houses some nuclear installation. We did not know about it. Okay. And we've not hit Kirana Hills, whatever is there.
Donald Trump, who has, after 3 decades, asked for nuclear testing like China and Russia, has dropped a big bomb. He confirmed in an interview that Pakistan too was testing nukes, a confirmation that America controls Pakistan's nukes.
The Prime Minister of Pakistan is a great guy, and the Field Marshal, they have a Field Marshal. You know why he's a Field Marshal? He's a great fighter. He really is. He's a great guy, too.
Days after Operation Sindoor, key commanders spoke about it on this show, on The Debate with Arnab, about the Kirana Hills in question.
Pakistan may not have declared their location, but we possibly thought it to be a conventional target, and it went into their nuclear arsenal, or it possibly damaged something, may not have hit the stockpile. But obviously our targets, when we chose, we did not choose a nuclear target.
So we by hitting Chaklala, we decapitated their nuclear command or made it dysfunctional for a while?
Whether we made it dysfunctional or not would be based on the response that we got from them, that they wanted a ceasefire.
Intentional or not, the truth about America and its hold over Pakistan's nuclear program is now a public knowledge.
Ladies and gentlemen, the striking admission by Trump that he knows about the Pakistani nuclear testing, and also that he controls and remote controls what Pakistan does, has sent a flurry across global circles tonight. Now, he says, Abhijit Chawda, welcome. Okay, let me do the introductions. Dr. Sundas Mustaqeen from Islamabad, Major Nadeem from Islamabad, Raja Faisal from Islamabad, Abhijit Chawda from Mumbai, General G.D. Bakshi from Delhi, and Lieutenant General Shankar Prasad. Welcome. Now he says here, General Bakshi, that I know everything about Pakistan's nuclear program, and I know that they are testing, and they are testing underground, and they test underground. Seems like a description of Kirana, isn't it? They test underground, they go deep underground, you feel a little bit of a vibration, they test, and they test all the time. This can only be done if you have privileged information access or control over the nuclear program. This has been very embarrassing for Pakistan because they're unable to explain this inside knowledge, inside information by Trump. It also falls in line with everything that happened during Sindoor and our attack on Kirana Hills. General Bakshi, the nuclear claims by Donald Trump and his direct targeting and singling out of Pakistan, your thoughts on what the bigger implications of this are?
Arnab, I have maintained right throughout that Pakistan, has a demated nuclear arsenal. The warheads are in Kirana and Chagai tunnels.
Right.
There are 4 basic airfields from where the fighter bombers modified for glide toss bombing of nuclear weapons, F-16, JF-17s, Mirages, that also we had hit. We had cratered them. The second delivery vector was the missiles, Pano, Aquil, and the 4 other air missile bases, right? So in the Op Sindoor 1.0, on the night of 10th, around 11:30, Pakistan was in complete panic. Out of 12 air bases, 11 had been hit and hit hard. This included the command and control site at Noor Khan, which was also their nuclear command post, constructed by the General Electric Company at a cost of $500 million, Faraday cage, EMP protection, the works. It was hit through the air conditioning shaft. A miracle shot by the BrahMos from 400 kilometers, 45 centimeter by 45 centimeter. Something very, very sinister was happening there. The Americans were heavily involved, right? We also hit Kirana.
Yeah.
The entrance of these, you've shown those shots which very clearly the locals there are mentioning Kirana thug gaya hai, right? So that was their storage site. Immediately in the wake of these strikes, there were a series of seismic anomalies in that area. In fact, the next day, the Americans had given their Cessna Beechcraft, which does the monitoring of radioactivity, that flew over Kirana and Chagai, right? And then there was that Egyptian IL-76 aircraft with the boron isotope. I'll just finish. I'm just finishing. So the fact of the matter is that Pakistan nuclear weapons are now under American control. There is no doubt about it. You know, the PAL codes, etc. It was in Musharraf's time that the Americans had been told to put the, you know, the permissive action links on them, PALs, right? Now Pakistan is worried sick that its nuclear threat has gone for a toss. It is trying to re-establish its credibility by these subcritical tests, underground tests, masquerading as earthquakes or seismic.
They have been, General Bakshi, now these poor Pakistanis, allow me, we'll go slow and go easy, and then we'll hit you hard, we'll slowly rev things up. You see, viewers, the most important thing in all of this is the following. Why did Pakistan panic? This is the only question. Major Nadeem, don't panic. I'm going to eat you for breakfast in just a while. I'm just going to soup you up in a minute. Just relax. Just relax. Don't sweat. Don't sweat. Don't behave like that. Don't behave like that. Viewers, tonight on tonight's program is very important and very interesting because tonight I am going to tell you exactly why Pakistan panicked, and I'll put the whole factual narration of facts. I will put the full factual narration of events before you. I just need this retired major from 1971 to stop screaming.
Arnab, would you allow us to speak as well?
I will, but I need the retired major from 1971 to hold his dentures from falling off.
I have been anxiously waiting
just
to reply.
Just 1 minute. I'll handle your anxiety as well. I just want this retired major to hold his lips for a while.
You're repeating things. Arnab, you're repeating things. You have already given all of these.
I'm handling this major's insanity.
All of these lines
now, one point tonight.
Now,
Raja, you and I are going to have a little chat, okay? You and I are going to have a little chat. You and I are going to have a little chat tonight. Thank you very much. Where's that picture behind you?
Yeah, let me respond.
Where's that picture behind you tonight? Where's Malcolm X?
I'm not sitting there.
Where's Malcolm X?
I'm sitting somewhere else.
You fled to UK.
I'm sitting somewhere else.
You fled to UK tonight. You fugitive. Now listen to me.
No, I didn't
listen to me.
anywhere.
Just a minute. Abhijit, give me close attention. I just want 1 minute. You see, viewers, it is my unswerving belief that the Pakistanis got very, very afraid when we decided to hit their nuclear assets, because we said, and Narendra Modi said, it is my belief, Abhijit Chawda.
No.
1 minute. It is my Abhijit Chawda. Just 1 minute.
Arnab,
1 minute, please. I happen to have followed the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's career and personality very closely. I can tell you.
We have been following
I can tell you that he knows how to hit you hard. The point is this. 1 second. Narendra Modi decided. Narendra Modi decided. Calm down, volume down. Calm down, volume down. Narendra Modi decided, I'm going to teach these Pakistanis a lesson. I'm going to hit their nuclear assets, and that is why on May 5th, 2025, a magnitude 4.2 earthquake hit Pakistan in the Chitral district of KPK. On May 10th, 2025, a 4.0 magnitude earthquake was recorded. On May 12th, a 4.2 magnitude earthquake near Jhang Tehsil. Another 4.6 magnitude earthquake on May 12, 2025. And ladies and gentlemen, 7 earthquakes in Pakistan in the same region back to back. A former US official then, quoted by the New York Times, said that the missile strike on Noor Khan could be interpreted as a warning for Pakistan that India can decapitate their nuclear command. That's when Asif Munir wet his pants.
They write anything.
That's when
You pay
Asif
them
Munir wet his pants. And that's when he called Uncle Trump. The psychological impact of the BrahMos strikes was a blow to the perceived invulnerability of Pakistan's nuclear apparatus.
One of the Pakistani speakers should speak now.
I'm telling
That's
you,
why I'm trying to
Pakistani,
speak and you're not listening.
I'm telling you, Pakistani, Mr. Pakistani, we hit you hard on your nuclear assets.
General G.D. Bakshi highlighted excellent points, and let me
We caught
just
you
respond to
napping,
them
we
points.
hit you hard. Now you can keep crying.
Yeah.
You
hit
can keep
hard.
crying. What we've
Everyone
shown
knows
that we
in
can hit
1
your
hour
nuclear
and
assets
17 minutes,
and arsenal.
The bout between both of the countries, the bout between both
There
the
was no
countries,
bout.
the initial bout.
There was no
Pakistan
bout. We
very
hit
well
you.
prepared
You
for
went
it.
crying.
Pakistan
You don't call
was
that a bout.
anticipating it.
Two
Pakistan
countries.
had the
One country carries out a terrorist strike. The other country for three days makes the other country burn. The other country goes to America saying, save us. You don't call that a bout, you crybaby. You country of crybabies.
India is crybaby. India has been crying.
You decapitated crybabies.
India has been crying.
You decapitated crybabies.
That's why.
Now there's no that's why
there.
there.
Doesn't like you anymore. Trump doesn't like you anymore. The only reason behind it is
don't talk between big countries.
He keeps on highlighting
You are somewhere between. You are somewhere between the relevance. You are somewhere between the relevance of the Falkland Islands and Papua New Guinea. You don't matter.
Yeah. See. Every
Even
time
East
I
Timor
start
is
speaking,
more
you start
powerful than
speaking
you.
as well. So that my words are mixed.
I'm only
and
saying
nobody can
tonight, the
understand
proof I have tonight, Abhijit, is that we hit their nuclear arsenal and the crybabies went crying to Uncle Sam. The truth is being told by
now,
Trump.
when Abhijit would be talking, I'll be talking as well.
No,
so
why did Trump? Why did Trump reveal
you
Trump
have
has exposed you, my friend. Trump has exposed you.
Me.
May I come in?
Yeah, Abhijit,
Trump has exposed you. I didn't.
Abhijit, I'm extremely sorry.
How did Trump
now,
say
when
everything
you will
that
be
he
talking,
did then?
I'll be talking as well.
How did Trump reveal everything then? Are you going to say Trump is lying?
Abhijit,
how does Trump know?
When you will be speaking, I'll speak.
No, don't cry.
While
don't cry.
See,
how does Trump know?
This is your problem.
How does Trump know?
Arnab, this is
Forget
your
my
problem.
problems. I'm your migraine.
You start speaking as well, so that
I'm your permanent migraine.
Nobody is able to understand.
I'm your permanent migraine, you Malcolm X fan. But my question to you: how does Trump know? How does Trump know? Don't do like that. You're looking stupid right now. How did Trump know?
India.
How did Trump know? Abhijit Chawda, the whole story spins tonight when Trump reveals that he controls the Pakistani nukes.
Pakistan and US, they are strategic
Look, the US
partners.
president's disclosure
Strategic partners.
that Pakistan
they do have an understanding of this.
Taken very seriously.
Louder. Abhijit.
Is that the fact is that Pakistan's nuclear arsenal command and control, it comes under the command of an American general. And this has been disclosed by John Kiriakou, who's a former CIA counterterrorism operation guy who was stationed in Pakistan. So the US president has revealed, he has disclosed that Pakistan has been conducting these nuclear tests, and all those seismic events, 25 plus seismic events, it becomes very clear that these were nuclear tests. And the USGS data of 10 kilometers plus depth and all that can be dismissed because the USGS can always put out fictitious data. So the question is, now what is to be done? We have a situation. And Pakistan is a problem for us.
Through which
right.
you are going through, so that you have propaganda which you want to do against Pakistan related
propaganda.
To it. Whereas,
look, the thing is that Pakistan is an artificial temporary nation. It's an asset that serves the interests of...
1 minute. Raja, 1 minute. Raja.
No, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop.
Raja, you got to stop.
Nobody was stopping when I was speaking. When I was speaking, nobody was talking.
There are many other Pakistani panelists.
When we talk about Pakistan's nuclear security, Pakistan's is declared time and again as being one of the most foolproof nuclear. Pakistan is recognized throughout the
world. I do not believe for 1 second that Pakistani nuclear scientists had the wherewithal to come up with nuclear weapons. These nuclear weapons are donated to you. They have been given on loan to you. And those are placed in Pakistan for the benefit of a foreign power.
Raja, 1 minute. Raja, 1 minute. I'm having to intervene a second time, Abhijit. Raja, don't distract. We are on a serious issue. And the issue is this. Please understand, ladies and gentlemen, that Donald Trump has revealed and this is a serious matter, Chaudhry Naeem Karim, who's the central leader of the PMLN, joining us from Baluchistan tonight, independent Baluchistan, the great country of Baluchistan, right?
Part of Pakistan.
Chaudhry,
Part of Pakistan.
the
province of Pakistan.
The great country of Baluchistan, which is being occupied presently by, parts of it are occupied by Pakistan.
Who's occupied? No one has occupied.
Okay.
You see, with this flag, I am moving around since last 3 days in Quetta, in Balochistan. No one is occupied.
You serve the occupiers.
It's a fake propaganda. It's doing by the social media, by the electronic media of India. Nothing else. Because we have been defeated in Pakistan.
Chaudhry.
Why are not claiming such false blames on us and saying these false stories every time? I really don't understand. What fear you people have, I really don't understand. Why General Bakshi have fear? Why you people have fear from us?
Chaudhry Naeem Karim, I wish to tell you that Donald Trump has revealed today. Donald Trump has revealed that he has the control over your nuclear assets of Pakistan. It is therefore a serious matter. It is not Republic saying it. Donald Trump is saying it. How does Donald Trump know about details of your nuclear testing? He says, I know, they ask me, I do it. I know the levels of depth at which they are starting to test their nuclear weapons. How does Donald Trump know everything about your nuclear testing unless he has the complete control over your nuclear infrastructure? Please answer me.
There is no testing has been done.
No, how can you say no testing? Are you saying the American president is lying?
We will do it. We will do it openly.
Are you saying the American president is lying?
That we are doing this test like in 1998. We have done this.
No, but
why we hide
then why
these
if they, 1 minute?
Because these
Chaudhry Naeem Karim, you are saying Chaudhry Naeem Karim from Baluchistan, PMLN leader, you are saying that you are not testing. The President of the United States is not just saying that you are testing, he is giving details of the nature of your testing, the location and the depth at which your tests happen. I hope you understand the seriousness of that. I hope you do.
Unless we will not get any sort of notification, information through ISPR, we cannot.
No, but then if that is the case, General Shankar Prasad, if that is the case, General Shankar Prasad, should the Pakistani officials not be denying?
We are the nation.
Then should Chaudhry Naeem Karim, if this is not true, if Donald Trump is lying about your nuclear testing, then should General Shankar Prasad, should Shehbaz Sharif or Asif Munir not be issuing a public statement contradicting?
I can't hear you.
No, I'm asking General Shankar Prasad. General Shankar Prasad, Dr. Sundar Mustaqeen on the debate. Should the Pakistani Prime Minister or ISI chief or Army chief not be contradicting what Donald Trump has claimed, logically speaking?
Pakistan is a very
they are unable to do that because
one minute. Dr. Sundus, you are speaking first.
Because they're completely subservient.
Who's speaking?
You asked me a question.
1 minute. She's stepping in already. Shankar Prasad, let me hear from her. Dr. Mustaqeen, what are you saying?
I said Pakistan is a very irresponsible nuclear state, and last time we conducted our test in 1990 at Chaghi 1 and Chaghi 2. Since then, we have been reminding the world, and we have been so proud on our nuclear asset. And recently, after the historic win in Operation Banyal al-Marsoos against India, our Field Marshal has been reminding the world one more time that if anyone dares to harm against Pakistan, we will take the half.
Dr. Sundus, you are reading out an ISI script. I'm asking you something more serious. I'm asking you something more serious. Viewers,
Pakistan into Arnab. We all know Donald Trump is very habitual of giving this surprising statements, and is very unpredictable president. His own government, his own opposition leader is saying the same about the Donald Trump. So he intentionally or unintentionally dragged Pakistan into this situation, because Pakistan have been saying this so many times, especially after the historic win against India in Operation Banyal al-Marsoos, that if anyone dares to harm against Pakistan, we will take the half world down. So our Field Marshal, our government leadership, and we all are being so proud, and we'll keep on reminding the world that yes, we are the only Muslim nuclear state, and amongst the very responsible nuclear states. So
no. Why did Dr. Mustaqeen, all these certificates of responsibility you're giving yourself are all right, but I would have expected today If Donald Trump would have made a statement about India testing, I can assure you, within seconds you would have either a corroboration or a denial from the government of India at every level. General Shankar Prasad, Pakistan remains woefully silent after the comment
No, we are not.
no, there is not a single statement. There is not a single, no, there is no, the China, no, 1 minute, 1 minute. The China, 1 minute, Dr. Mustaqil, why don't you listen to me, Dr. Mustaqil? The Chinese have denied.
Because you don't listen.
Why doesn't Pakistan deny? Because you're a weak and spineless country that opens briefcases in the White House.
Straightforward. Because we give our time to take statements. We are responsible.
We're waiting. Shankar Prasad, please. General Shankar Prasad.
Arnab, it's very clear that completely Pakistan is subservient to the Americans as far as the nuclear issues are concerned, and completely subservient to the Chinese for their regular air and missile arsenal is concerned. These two countries completely control the Pakistan's foreign policy and the Pakistan's any activity that takes place there. In fact, the fact that the President of the United States openly saying that the Pakistan is carrying out nuclear test is also a clear indication, to me at least, that the nuclear bluff had been called off, and therefore he's saying, you guys better wake up and get your act together. You're responsible for destroying whatever assets that I had in Kirana. You need to be careful about it. And that's, if you remember, Arnab, soon after the activity happened, the Prime Minister and the Army Chief of Pakistan went to America, and they were admonished by the President Trump to saying, what the hell have you done? You couldn't control the Indian activity, and you allowed them to get into my activity of nuclear activities in Kirana Hills. Therefore, that is one thing that is very clear. And also, let me add another point to it. This issue of testing nuclear weapons in America, in Russia, in China, or in Pakistan has given us also a license to test our thermonuclear devices. Therefore, Operation Sindoor has many fallouts, many good points for us, India. Today, while the exercises are going on, while the exercise Trishul is going on, Pakistan is completely rattled. They do not know what to do. And this is the time they want to carry out a nuclear test, so that they again threaten us by saying, we are a nuclear country, we'll use nuclear weapons. Their bluff has been completely called, and there is no question of any Pakistan capability of using a nuclear device. Today, conventional war, there are only two things Pakistan can talk about. One is terrorism, which is what their principal weapon is, and also nuclear arsenal is what a very, very limited capability they have, as has already been explained by you and by G.D. Bakshi. Therefore, please understand that Pakistan is only capable of doing terrorism. Their nuclear arsenal is already completely demolished, in any case under control of the Americans, and the Americans will not allow them to use it. They keep on testing it. Yes, they can go on testing. What testing they've done, God alone knows. This underground, as the President of the United States said, we do not even know, because they do underground. Nobody in Pakistan knows. Well, if Pakistan does actually do a nuclear test, India will be the first one to know. Please understand that. We have minute-to-minute and accurate information about all activities that take place in Pakistan. Don't be misled. Don't be misled by whatever anybody else is saying in the world. And the Chinese are keeping quiet at the moment. Please understand, the Chinese are keeping quiet because they also are concerned about the nuclear capability of Pakistan, which is initiated by the Americans. Therefore, there is a conflict. There is a conflict between American interest and there is a conflict between Chinese interest. Nadeem, please understand, I'm trying to tell you some facts.
We have heard you, sir. We have heard you. It is enough. Please listen to others also. I said, why don't you distribute Prashad?
You can't talk about anything besides that.
You have had hate the Kirana Hill. You should be happy. You see the clip. Do you have the capability? Do you have the bunker buster bombs? So why don't you declare your country the number one country above the American superpower?
I hope saw the activities of BrahMos missiles.
Why don't you get these?
Arnab, he has not seen what has happened in Sindoor. He has not seen what kind of punishment they got. He doesn't understand what 12 years.
This is the level of illiteracy of my Pakistani guest tonight. I feel really sorry about it. I'd like to bring back General Bakshi and into this debate, please. We are on a serious point. General Bakshi, I feel sorry. Raja is better than that. But Major Nadeem, I think you are fairly illiterate. I feel you are not well educated. I feel. Can he show him on air while I'm insulting him publicly?
Sir,
I feel that you're not well spoken. You're not well educated. You don't show respect. You have lack of strategic knowledge. You can't express yourself well, and you have basic problems of comprehension. Having said that, I will turn my attention to Raja Faisal. Raja, a former CIA head of counter-terrorism in Pakistan, recently claimed that Pervez Musharraf had handed over control of Pakistani nuclear weapons to the US Pentagon, saying that Washington had effectively purchased Musharraf. Kyriakou is named, John Kyriakou, said, "When I was stationed in Pakistan in 2002, I was told unofficially that Pentagon controlled the Pakistani nuclear arsenal, that Musharraf had turned control over to the United States. This accompanied by your recent moves which prove that you are nothing but a country whose army is on rent." Let me complete. You are a mercenary army available for a price, which is why Mohammed bin Salman recently bought the services of the Pakistani army through the agreement signed in Riyadh. No country in the world turns its national army to a mercenary army, except a shameless country that opens the briefcase like salesmen in the White House.
Let me answer both of the questions.
No, there are three questions.
The second, okay. Third one.
The first question is the statement of the CIA counterterrorism chief that you were purchased in 2002. The second statement is a statement that you're a country on hire.
Okay.
The third statement is the focus on the fact that you have agreed to sell your army to the Saudis in Riyadh. Have you understood the three questions?
Yeah, all three questions. The very first question you've asked, it is about obviously the CIA agent. And the CIA individual you're talking about, he is a certified felon. He is a certified liar. We don't need to highlight it again and again.
Who had to be released, against whom cases were taken back. He is no longer a certified felon, but you are certainly something bordering on one.
And he's someone who keeps on getting hired by different think tanks, and we very well know that Mercury is playing a positive role for India in New York and Washington right now, and they have been, of course, getting in touch with these kind of nincompoops and, of course, hiring their activities and statements from them. The second one, of course, Pakistan never, ever presented itself to be hired as a...
But you have hired yourself.
Never. When we of course fought against the Soviet presence in Afghanistan actually bothered Pakistan as well. So Pakistan came a part of it, and of course Pakistan has been geostrategic partner of US since a long time, and of course CETO and CENTO, and you know it very well that Pakistan has always
No, I don't understand anything. I just think you're a paper tiger. I think Trump has exposed you today. You have a fake swagger. Why have you not contradicted Trump? Stop shouting on Indian television. Just say, why have you not been able to contradict Trump?
Very important.
Why have you not issued a statement against Trump? General Bakshi, that's the moot point.
When Prime Minister Modi will...
Why have you not contradicted Trump? Prime Minister Modi contradicts Trump every day. When Trump has said he controls your nuclear assets, why have you not contradicted him? That's the moot point. Don't you get it? Don't you understand?
I have contradicted.
General Bakshi doesn't understand simple English.
With these kind of statements.
There is no statement from the ISI, no statement from your government.
Make a point for the Congress. He's just trying to...
We in India are shocked.
...for the Congress that other countries are
Raja
doing,
Faisal,
so we should be doing it.
heard you with total patience.
The third question.
Now show some patience. We will take up the facts that you have raised.
20 seconds. The
third
question was the most important question.
Okay.
Pakistan becoming part of a coalition with Saudi Arabia. Believe me, even if it had, they would have never asked us to be. I was always ready. Pakistan's army was always ready to safeguard
You are
Saudi
such
Arabia.
a fool. You are such a fool. You are such a fool to be saying that you are a country to be bought and sold. And he says with pride tonight, General Bakshi, we have been bought and we are being sold and we are proud of being bought and sold.
Saudi Arabia is important for
You are saying on television that your army has been bought and
Raja,
sold
I
by
heard
the
you.
Saudis for a few dinars.
Raja, let me... Raja, let me also inform you that it is in the media reports that Israel has handed over $100 million to be shared amongst your generals so that you will disarm the Hamas in Gaza. That is the level to which you have sunk. No wonder the Tehreek-e-Labbaik lost 200 people trying to protest.
Then I can't do anything about it.
No, please. This is in the Western media. This is not our media. Please. Your generals have sunk to the level that they will take money from Israel's Mossad to disarm the Hamas. Forget about all your, we are the, Riyasat-e Madina 2.0. I'm sorry, you have sunk to those levels. You've been asked to provide almost 30,000 troops for the peacekeeping force. You've been asked to provide 20,000 troops for Saudi Arabia's protection. You see, and where will you take it out from? You are going to open the way for the Baluchis. If you touch 12 core, you are going to open the way for the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. If you touch, I'll just finish. You will raise a new army in how much time?
6 months, sir. Give us 6 months and we'll raise one.
How much time? Your army...
6 months.
Sir, Raja Faisal, your army has outsourced fighting to the terror tanzeems, right? And now the terror tanzeems are outsourcing fighting to the women.
Terrorism since more than 20 years.
This is what this man said.
Just 1 minute. Just to give a little bit of history in this debate. General Bakshi, just to put a bit of historical context into this debate, what are we debating tonight? We are debating a country which is bought and sold, which has no technology of its own, which has some borrowed nuclear technology. And to put this in perspective, I would like to bring in the historian in Abhijit Chawla.
Then why India is so scared of
I'll
Pakistan?
explain to you. We're not scared. We're not scared. Don't be a fool. We're not scared of you. We're not scared of you. We are observing you. In 1976, is it true or not? In 1976, that a thief called A.Q. Khan, he brought stolen nuclear blueprints from Belgium to Pakistan.
Look at the language you guys are using.
Time and again.
Correct.
A thief called A.Q. Khan, Miss Mustaqeen. A thief called A.Q. Khan, that he robbed some blueprints from Belgium and brought them.
No.
Only if you have the truth in your hand, you don't need to shout. The way you are shouting.
I'm not shouting. You're the one overreacting.
Yeah, the way you are manipulating, doing propaganda.
What am I manipulating, Sundus?
What you have?
What am I
of this
manipulating?
blame? I want you to give.
I think it's known to the entire world.
You're challenging me, Sundus. 1 minute. Abhijit, she got angry when I said that the thief called A.Q. Khan robbed papers from Belgium and brought them home in 1976. Right? Abhijit, when you were not even born. I was not even born. I have said, Abhijit, that a thief called A.Q. Khan robbed the papers. Did I say anything wrong there?
Not at all. It's a fact. It's well known.
He's having this, he lives in a fabricated world that they're not even a nuclear state. But allow him to
no, did a thief call A.Q. Khan? Was A.Q. Khan a thief?
He was a thief, absolutely.
He was
Why
a
are
thief.
you so insecure if you have defeated me in a Christian
No,
command
stop
number two?
making personal
You're saying all
observations.
this
I am asking you and Raja Faisal
Just because
and
Donald
Major
Trump-
Nadeem whether
Donald
AQ
Trump
Khan was a
didn't
thief.
bother to
Let's have it out.
Just because Donald Trump didn't bother to mention
He's a
India,
hero.
he mentioned Pakistan
Muslim
amongst China
hero.
and Russia.
He's
By
a hero
quoting
of whole
superpowers name, he
Muslim
was quoting Pakistan. He didn't even bother to call India. So that's why you
One
got so
minute.
insecure.
Are you a complete fool, Sundus? He said he has control over your nuclear program. He says he controls your nuclear program.
Nuclear powers
Look,
like
the fact
Russia,
is that the
China,
Pakistani
and
nuclear
then
program was so bad, it was so terrible from a technological perspective, that the Americans have been forced to give their nuclear warheads on loan to Pakistan. The warheads the Pakistanis currently have are US nuclear warheads on loan. These are controlled from Washington. The big red button sits in Washington, D.C. It does not sit in the hands of the Pakistani generals. That is the issue. And now let's look at the bigger issue. Trump is using Pakistan as a pretext to resume nuclear testing. And if he resumes nuclear testing, there's going to be a domino effect. China will follow suit. Russia will follow suit. And
He will whenever we want. He will test whenever we want, right?
No, but why don't you say...
We will.
1 minute. Why wouldn't you say...
You don't have the authority to test it, by the way. The Americans decide what you do and what you don't do.
We have got the authority and we will test. You are giving a contradictory statement.
Thank you. That's enough. That's enough, Nadeem. That's enough. Raja, bring Raja in. That's enough. You're again being incomprehensible. The question here is like this. Today, viewers, Pakistan has been told by Trump publicly that he controls their nuclear weapons effectively. There is
no, he didn't do that.
He said that.
No, he did not do that. You are just referring to few of the news portals, and let me tell you, there was
I have his comment on record where he says, I have his comment on record. 1 minute, Malcolm X fan. I have his comment on record where he says that not only do I know that Pakistani are testing illegally, I know what the nature they are testing. I know they are testing it underground, in a way that you don't feel more than a few vibrations. And he has used your illegal testing.
The whole world knows when we tested.
No, he has used... 1 minute. He has used your example of illegal testing to justify his own. One would have expected, Abhijit, that Pakistan would have denied this by now or corroborated it. They just remain quiet. Why, Abhijit?
Absolutely.
Abhijit, I said. Is your name Abhijit now? Abhijit.
Sir, could you please not shout? I can also shout. My voice is louder than yours, sir. See, the Pakistanis don't have the authority to decide what happens to those nuclear weapons. The Americans issue orders and the Pakistanis comply. That's what happens. So if the Pakistanis have tested, it's because the Americans have given a go-ahead at some point in time that you may test 2 or 3 or 20, whatever nuclear warheads. And right now the Pakistanis don't have the authority to go ahead with testing. So this was used as the pretext for the US resuming nuclear weapons testing. And now that's going to go ahead. And that is the deal. You don't have the authority. These are not your nuclear weapons. That is amply clear by now. These are weapons
1 minute. A question here. Raja, it is my view. General Bakshi is coming back into the debate. General Bakshi, it is my view that Pakistan tried to do some underground nuclear testing. And in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor, those small seismic events, which were reported right up to 25th, 29th, when there was a all these quakes, by the way, with the 7 quakes that have happened, are all between 4.0, 4.2, 4.2, 4.4. There are what equal seismic intensity and in specific areas. The last one, May 29th, which is 4.4, epicenter near Multan in Punjab, are a series of underground nuclear tests, remote controlled by the United States of America and carried out on Trump's behest by Pakistan, which is nothing but a rent-a-bomb state. How sad it is tonight for Pakistan to become a nuclear testing base for the Americans. General Bakshi is on this huge debate. Okay. General Bakshi, you know the war gaming, you know what's going on.
Raja, 1 second.
People the truth.
Raja, 1 second. Raja, 1 second. The tests that Pakistan has been conducting are 1 second, Baba, sun to lo. the tests that Pakistan has been conducting are subcritical diagnostic tests which give a signature of about between 4 and 5 on the Richter scale. Between 4 and 5 on the Richter scale, that is the kind of test that you have been conducting. These are not full-fledged tests like the ones that took place at Pokhran or Chagai. It is not we who are saying it, it is Donald J. Trump, your mentor and your latest acquired lover who's telling you this. And he's wanting to use that as an excuse to start testing his own nuclear weapons. His own nuclear weapons, right? His own nuclear weapons. The simple fact is, if you think that
they are your allies now. Secretary of War was sitting with your defense minister.
Listen to this.
And you were telling me. And at the same time, you're saying.
Listen to this, Raja. It is important. If Asim Munir thinks that by these subcritical tests, he is scaring India, you are giving us a carte blanche to test our hydrogen bomb.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go for it.
You are just looking for an excuse.
We have absolute right
you are just
to
looking
test
for
the
an
hydrogen
excuse.
bomb at the time of our convenience.
Pakistan is competing India.
I think we should go ahead with it.
Pakistan is ready as well.
One minute, don't panic. Listen. What General Bakshi has said is, Donald Trump is basically telling India, go ahead and test your hydrogen bomb as many number of times as you can. So be ready for some proper seismic events now. Right, Abhijit? This is all happening strategically. We never know. It could be a game between India and the US. Things could be changing
India
fast.
should go ahead and test. India should go ahead and test at the earliest opportunity. No question about that.
So we should.
And there will be a new weapon war in the region. Thank you very much. Welcome.
Let there
But you don't produce nukes, right? That's your problem. You only acquire them from outside. You're going to have to wait for that.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any arms race between us
I think
and
then
you.
we shouldn't be worried about it.
Your arms are on loan from the US. You're going to have to beg for more. We produce our own
Pakistan
weapons.
has more warheads than India has. Pakistan has more warheads, nuclear warheads than India has.
You want to have an arms race, that would be wonderful for us to do that. Right? General Shankar Prasad, a warm arms race is what we want. Let's race. Let's test our hydrogen bomb.
Let's race.
Yeah, as it is, they're with a begging bowl all over the world. They can't feed their people, and they're still eating grass. You know the condition of economy in Pakistan, and these chaps are wanting to do an arms race. They must understand that a few bombs more or less doesn't help.
What is it? Naeem Karim, last Friday, by the way, your Prime Minister described Pakistan. Shehbaz Sharif said about Pakistan at a global forum, he said, I'm Prime Minister of a devastated country whose back is broken and which cannot continue to live on loan after loan. This was how Shehbaz Sharif described you, as a devastated country whose spine is broken and which cannot continue to live on loan after loan. Your comments on this description of your country by your own Prime Minister?
Yes. So that's he's falling. And that's why we are only getting the investments. Who told you we are getting the loans now?
But he said that you're a devastated country. Shehbaz Sharif said that Pakistan is a devastated country. Do you agree with that?
See, what was in the past is gone. But during
No,
this
he's talking
new
about the present. He's talking about the present.
Today, where we stand today, our army, where we stand today as economy, everyone knows, the world knows where we are standing today.
You stand nowhere.
So
you stand at the bottom of a garbage heap.
Why India is
you are
scared
smaller
of
than
this?
East Timor.
The 10 times
You are
bigger
smaller and
country
less
is
relevant than
scared
East
from us,
Timor.
From our
Not
economy.
only sold
Why?
out to Pakistan.
Even the African dictators behave better than you, than your briefcase opening Prime Minister.
It was a simple. Why you make stories, fabricated stories and every episode? These are our samples. These are our souvenirs. There's no harm. But
okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have to wrap it there. We have someone from Balochistan who has no problem if his country sells itself. The big story in focus has been Trump's declaration, effectively, that he has inside details of the Pakistani nukes and the nuke testing. Now, why did I have this debate? Because it is impossible that Trump said all that without knowing. And it is impossible that he knows and doesn't control. And hence, America is the remote control of Pakistan's nukes. I'll see you tomorrow evening. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये ही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी, everyday.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
भारत की अपनी दुकान इंडिया सोना,
अपने देश का सामान इंडिया सोना, इंडिया सोना,
इंडिया सोना।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी, everyday.
India is all set to conduct a large-scale tri-services military exercise named Exercise Trishul along the western border near the disputed Sir Creek area. This exercise will involve the Army, Navy and Air Force and is being called unprecedented in both scale and operational complexity. Satellite images analyzed by defense experts show that the airspace reserved for the exercise will extend up to 20.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये ही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, the Anil Ambani scam. How this man was siphoning off tens of thousands of crores of rupees to build and pilfer public assets and turn them into his own. At 8:30 p.m. tonight, Appu and Pappu and so on and so forth, Yogi's Jibe becomes the talking point in the Bihar elections. And at 9 p.m. tonight, the real story of what the Pakistanis were so freaked out about, their nukes on rent and Donald Trump's remote control on them. Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, imagine the story of Anil Ambani and just try to imagine the nature of the Anil Ambani scam. Even the hashtag Anil Ambani scam, not scandal, but scam, should make you think. What is the story of Anil Ambani? The story of Anil Ambani is that of the son of the richest man in India, who by virtue of inheritance becomes one of the richest men in India, then loses it all, and in a frayed and fraudulent attempt at gaining it back, becomes the kingpin of a scandal and then a scam. And then today, the situation is such that he has become a liability to his own name. Ladies and gentlemen, how sad is the case of Anil Ambani? This case is about the diversion and laundering of public funds raised by Reliance Home Finance Limited and Reliance Commercial Finance Limited, and documents accessed and uncovered by Republic reveal that 5 banks have declared loan accounts linked to Anil Ambani as fraud. Total dues 19,964 crores. But what is worse is the funneling of the money. The Enforcement Directorate says that as the public money is looted, Anil Ambani linked companies receive 10,000 crores in public funds. 2 of his companies have borrowed from as many as 35 banks, misusing public money. And hence what this basically means. What this means is, one, that Anil Ambani was paying off old loans with money from new loans. What this means is that Anil Ambani group companies were taking loan amounts outside India to foreign nations. What a big scam that is. It is alleged that credit facilities were obtained through misrepresentation as deception under a consortium/multiple banking arrangement. Anil Ambani's companies used the loans not for their sanctioned purposes, but Anil Ambani group companies were taking the loans and diverting them to its own companies like Reliance Infra. Therefore, what Anil Ambani was doing is that he was taking the loans and investing in mutual funds, which is a clear violation of terms, and his group companies were giving their loan amounts forward as a loan to shell entities with 0 employees. 0 employees. Look at the nature of the gigantic fraud which young Mr. Ambani has done. This is not just indefensible. It is patently illegal and completely unethical if true. Ladies and gentlemen, in some cases, the funds were diverted to infrastructure companies of Mr. Anil Ambani. In some cases to shell companies, as well as